Hello students, myself Om Prakash Katte and you are welcome to Biology Reward. Today we are discussing the class 10th chapter, How do organisms reproduce. In this chapter we are discussing regarding the asexual reproduction. Students, each and every organism, it produces the own kind of the baby, such as dog produces puppies, human produces human being, cattle are producing the cattle, the mango tree produces the mango plant. So this is the process where similar kind of the individual are produced, and that is called the reproduction. So definition of a reproduction is the process in which own kind of individual are produced or organism give rise to same type of organism. If the organism is giving or producing same type of the offspring or babies, this process is called the reproduction. So in reproduction, why is the need of the reproduction? Why it is necessary? So reproduction is required for the continuity of the species. So races of the species, continuity of the organism species. For this one, the reproduction is necessary because human produces the human being generation to generation, and that helps for the continuity of the human species. Sexual reproduction, it brings some variation. Variation, it means some changes, and these changes makes the organism enabled to changing environment condition. So such type of variation or changes come in the organism due to the sexual reproduction, and this variation help for the process of evolution. Descent with modification. In that process, evolution process, variation are very important. So reproduction it is for to continuity of the species and to bring the variation which play role in the process of evolution. Another types of reproduction, two type of reproduction. In lower organism, we have the asexual type of reproduction, and sexual reproduction occur in the higher plants and higher animals. So in asexual reproduction, single parent is involved. It is called uniparental reproduction. Second, in this reproduction, gametes are not formed and fusion of gamete is also not present. So if gametes are not formed or germ cells are not produced, so germ cells are not formed and fusion of germ cell is also not occur. So it is called no formation and fusion of the gametes in case of asexual. Asexual reproduction, mitosis division occur. It means a single organism divide and it form the babies. So baby also contain the same number of chromosome as a parent, and that's is called mitosis division. In this case, genetically identical babies, genetically similar progeny or babies or children or offspring word is used. So genetically identical babies are produced, and then genetically identical babies are called clone. So clone morphologically and genetically similar babies are produced. So in asexual reproduction, it is uniparental, no formation and fusion of gamete. In this, mitosis division is involved and genetically identical babies are produced. Whereas sexual reproduction, biparental reproduction, two parents are required of the opposite sexes. In cases, gamete formation and fusion take place. Male germ cell and female germ cells are produced and they fuse during the process of fertilization and zygote is formed. In this, meiosis division. So when the germ cell are formed, the germ cell contain the half number of chromosomes as a parental cell as compared to parental cell, and that is called meiosis division. Individuals shows variation because genetic material of the two parents are combined. When fertilization occurs, male and female gametes are fused. So genetic material of the father and mother they combine, and that's it being the variation, and thus asexual and sexual reproduction, these are the two forms of the reproduction process. Second part which we are discussing, that is the type of asexual reproduction. As I told you, asexual reproduction is uniparental reproduction. No gametes are formed. Mitosis division takes place and genetically similar babies are produced. Now, asexual reproduction, first part is fission. What is fission? It's process in which fully mature parental organism it divide into two or more daughter. So one parental organism is divided and this parental organism it form two or more daughters. So this process generally it is called the fission process. Fission is what? Process in which fully mature parental organism is divided into two or more daughters. In our 10th class, we will discuss binary fission. We are discussing binary fission and multiple fission. So, in binary fission, mature organism divided into the two halves. So, when mature or parent organism divided into the two daughter cells, it is first divided into two halves and each grow into a adult. It means such type of reproduction, a parental cell or parental organism is equally, it is divided into the two parts. And now each part is changed into a new organism or adult. So this is called the binary fission. Such type of binary fission occur in amoeba, Leishmania and Euglena. In this binary fission, two events take place. First event is called the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, it means division of cytoplasm. And it's followed by first karyokinesis, division of nucleus, and it is followed by. Now students, let's take an example of binary fission in amoeba. So amoeba is this type of irregular organism. This organism is having the genetical material and it is a cytoplasm. This genetic material, it means nucleus. This nucleus becomes long and elongated and it is followed by the cytoplasm. So this nucleus becomes long and elongated followed by the cytoplasm, and then it is nucleus is divided into the two half and it is followed by cytoplasm, and thus what happened? Two daughter amoebas are formed. So this is an example of binary fission in the amoeba. Second example of the binary fission we have in Leishmania and Euglena. So this is a Euglena. In this Euglena what happened? Each and every part along with the flagella also, each and every part is divided this like. So by this process the two daughter Euglena, this is Euglena, and each and every parts are divided into two halves, and by this process two daughter Euglena are formed. So it is irregular binary fission and it is called the longitudinal binary fission. So this is example in our book. We have to study about the binary fission in amoeba. So first one, binary fission, what happened? First division, this nucleus become long and elongated and it is divided, and it is called the karyokinesis or division of nucleus, and it is followed by cytoplasm and two daughter amoeba are formed. Second is binary fission occurs in the generally favorable condition. Multiple fission. In multiple fission what happened? Parent cell divide into many daughter cells. Parent cell divide into many daughter cells, and each one daughter cell will grow and it form an adult organism. Such type example Plasmodium and in amoeba also. So Plasmodium is one parasite which causes the malaria. So this Plasmodium, its nucleus, this is the Plasmodium. In Plasmodium, this type of organism is Plasmodium. In Plasmodium, when the reproduction multiple fission take place. So the nucleus of the plasmodium, this is the nucleus of the plasmodium. This nucleus of the plasmodium is divided into the many parts, and now each part is surrounded by the cytoplasm. Okay, so if part is surrounded by the cytoplasm, part of nucleus surrounded, and outside this one a thick wall is formed. This thick wall is called the cyst. When unfavorable condition is there, in such cases a thick covering is formed. It is called the cyst. And when favorable condition come, now these daughter amoebas are released. When the cyst is broken up, then they release. So here large number of progeny or daughter cells are formed. So this is an example of multiple fission. Such type of multiple fission also take place in amoeba during unfavorable condition. Another process is fragmentation. Fragmentation is what? Parental body breaks into two or more fragments. If parental body is break up into two or more fragments, and each fragment develop into new organism. Example in Spirogyra and sponges. Let's take one example. Spirogyra is an algae, and this filamentous algae, this like of structure is a Spirogyra. When the Spirogyra filament get matured, after the maturation, due to the water current or due to the decay of the part, this Spirogyra is get fragmented. It means it is cut into the small pieces. So when breaking of the filament of Spirogyra, this small filament is formed, and now each small filament will grow and it form the one Spirogyra. So here you will see the new Spirogyra are formed by the fragments of mature parent Spirogyra, and this is called the fragmentation process. Parental body break into two or more fragments, and each fragment now it develop into the new Spirogyra. So this process is called the fragmentation. This fragmentation generally is occurring in unicellular organism. We cannot see this fragmentation in multicellular organism. It means this is not true for multicellular organism. So fragmentation occurring in unicellular organism. Why not in the multicellular organism? Because in multicellular organism, organization is very complex. They are not formed only by cell, but there is a tissue. Tissue organized to form the organ. Organ organized to form the organ system. And different organ system, they form the organism. So simple dividing of the cell to form the new organism, it is impractical in the multicellular organism. So in multicellular organism, the fragmentation is not occur. Another process is regeneration. Another process is the regeneration process. What is regeneration? So here definition is regeneration is redevelopment of the broken or lost or broken part, or reconstruction of the whole body by piece of body part. Redevelopment of the broken part or lost part or reconstruction of the whole body by piece of body part. And this type of regeneration is occur in hydra, in planaria, lizard and starfish. Try to understand what is regeneration. Generally what happens, it is the process of repairing of damaged cell. So in the process of wound healing, what happens? Our body damaged cells are repair. So this process is the repairing of the damaged cell. Second, redevelopment of the broken or lost part. In the starfish, what happened? In the case, this type of organism, starfish, in a threat, if enemy attack on the starfish, it set the one arm. So if suppose the predator catch the arm, in such cases what happen? To accept the to escape, that starfish set the arm. And if the arm is set, then what happen? The one arm is lost. So this arm is reconstructed. Similarly, in case of the lizard, if you see diagram of the lizard, in lizard cases what happen? This is the tail. In a case of the threat, the lizard, it set the tail. It set the tail. So the lost tail is repaired and reconstructed, and the new tail is arising. So these are process are the regeneration process. One example is here, planaria. Planaria, in such cases what happen? This is the planaria, diagram of planaria. In this diagram of planaria, if this planaria is cut into the small pieces, I have made the 3 pieces of planaria. And now what happened? From each piece of the planaria, new organism is developed. It means the lost part, here head part is here, so remaining part will be developed. Here it is the middle part, so head part, even this part is developed. It is only the tail part, so reconstruction of middle part. And so what happened? In such cases, each piece will develop into the new planaria. And this process is called regeneration. If we compare, in case of fragmentation also, we have cut the organism into pieces and each piece is developed into new organism. In case of regeneration, I have told, here is a repairing of the damaged cell and lost part is repair. It is reconstruction and whole body is formed, whole body by the piece of the body part. So whole body reconstruction take place by the piece. But how it is different than the fragmentation? So regeneration is a very specific process, is carried by specialized cell. When in lizard, if tail is shaded, this type of tail is shaded, so there are some specific cells, which cells are called totipotent cell. And this specialized cell, they form the mass of the cells. And this mass of the cell then develop and it form the new tail. So reconstruction of tail is take place due to some specialized cell. Because the cells are having the capacity of the division and redivide. And these are forming the mass of cell, and then further it develop and it form the total lost body part. And that is the difference in the regeneration. One more process is here. So planaria regeneration is generally asked in the examination. Another is budding. In budding, some outgrowth, it is called bud, are formed or are inside, either outer side or inside. They separate and form the new organism. And this process is called the budding. It is very common in yeast, hydra and sponges. Try to understand. This is in hydra. They are the flagella and the structure is the hydra. During the asexual reproduction, in this hydra, this type of little bit outgrowth comes. And this outgrowth is called the bud. Similarly, it is an example of the yeast cell. In yeast cell, the nucleus become elongated and this structure is formed. So this structure is also bud. In hydra also. Now this bud get developed. This bud become the big one. This structure is called the bud. Now when the bird becomes large and well developed, it detaches from the parent. This is the parent and this is the bird. Now this bird, it get detached from the parent, it means separate from the parent. When bird is separated from the parent, from this bird, new hydra is developed. So this process where such type of outgrowth arises, it is called the bud, and this bud is developed into new organism. So it is called the budding. Yeast also, in this is the nucleus. Nucleus first elongated, this outgrowth is arises, and then this outgrowth is become such like, and this is the bud. Again this bud is divided, and such type of many yeast buds are formed. So this type of many yeast cells are produced by the process of budding. So this budding is what? It is the process in which outgrowth and buds come, and these buds either is come inside or outside, and this each bud is separate from the parental body and from the new organism. So it is in yeast, hydra and sponges. So this already binary fission, multiple fission, regeneration, fragmentation and budding, these are the some ways of asexual reproduction.